Our top focus this morning is on Cyclone Nisarga. Northern Maharashtra is on high alert as this cyclone is expected to make landfall near Alibaug in Maharashtra around noon. Now, the cyclone is expected to pound Maharashtra coast with a maximum sustained wind speed of 11 kilometers per hour. It's about 250 kilometers south-southwest of Mumbai. The IMD has said that it's very likely to intensify into a severe cyclonic storm in the next few hours. Mumbai is also on red alert as it braces for its first ever cyclone in over 104 has been imposed in all beaches and parks to restrict movement of people. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray appealed to people to not step out for 2 days, adding that the Army, Navy, Air Force and NDRF teams were on alert. Several people residing in coastal areas have been evacuated and taken to safer locations. A total of 21 NDRF teams have been deployed across the state, while one team has also been kept on standby. Now, residents of Mumbai have also taken precautionary measures as they brace for the cyclone. Let's take a look at one such home getting set for the cyclone.
It is notified that the storm is going to pass through Alibag to Bombay. We have taken precautions. We have closed our windows completely and we have drawn the curtains to ensure that in the event of glass panes getting broken for heavy winds, the glass cannot enter the room. I am also removing the photo frames because this has also the capacity to act like a missile in the event of wind blowing into the room. We have also removed all crystals and showpieces from the ledge and also disconnected our Wi-Fi and cable TV so that in the event of lightning hitting it, the instrument should not be damaged.
Let's take this across to Mustafa. He's joining us live from Mumbai with all the latest updates. He's also closely tracking the movement of the cyclone. Mustafa, good morning. What's the situation right now in Mumbai and what is the forecast for the next 24 hours?
Well, Akshita, let's first show you the first morning visuals of from where we are standing. It's the gateway of India in Mumbai. It's a tourist place, been empty for last 3 months, given the lockdown and heavy cases of COVID in Mumbai. Now, Mumbai is bracing for another storm. The forecast is that it's around 8:30 a.m. According to the IMD, when this storm is likely to make landfall, and the speed over the past 6 hours of this storm has increased considerably, and when it touched the coastal areas of Maharashtra in Mumbai, Raigad, Palghar and other districts, it would be anywhere the wind speed would be around 110 kilometers and up to 120 kilometers of the wind speed. And as you said earlier that in a century, this is the first storm which the city of Mumbai is facing, that too in the midst of pandemic. And that is why the citizens of these areas are worried. There are NDRF teams deployed. If you see, look behind us, there you'll see in the sea there are rescue boats which are already on standby. The Mumbai police, you can see even if the heavy metal barricades have been laid down on the road, so the damage can be less in case of the wind speeds increase. So the residents, agencies are on high alert, and it is of a matter of grave concern. Even when we are standing, we have to look whether there is a tree, whether something can fall, and you have to be at a safe place, because as the wind speed increases, you may not even realize and something can happen. And that is a precaution which the city of Mumbai and the citizens all around Mumbai and other parts of the areas have to take, because whatever be the eye of storm, the circumference would be 80 kilometers on both sides, on Maharashtra and on Gujarat, and that is something worth taking precaution as much as possible. Back to you, Akshita.
Mustafa, stay safe. It's a rainy morning in Mumbai. We're expecting the wind speeds will also pick up, which is why authorities have issued an advisory to residents to stay indoors today as well as tomorrow. Let's take this across to Pankaj Kelkar. He's joining us live from Alibag, which is where Cyclone Nisarga is expected to make landfall. Pankaj, good morning. You've been tracking all the latest that's coming in from Alibag. What are the kind of preparations that you see around you? Also tell us about the current situation.
Akshita, as of now, I am in Alibag near Koliwada. This is the place. Alibag is the place where the Nisarga cyclone is going to have the landfall, and over here the district administration as well as NDRF team that had been deployed over here. Now they have shifted all of those who are staying next to the seashore. Most of them are fishermen, and they have been advised to go to safer places, to some of the concrete buildings, some of the schools. They have been shifted, and the information that we have from the district administration is around 60 to 65,000 of people have been shifted to safer places. But talking about whole of Raigad district and particularly of the seashore, around 1,75,000 people have been shifted to safer places, and that is the way, that are the measures the district administration and other machinery are taking. Over here you can see this place, the Koliwada, the fisherman colony over here. On any regular day, this area is filled with boats that go inside deep seas for fishing. But as of now, all of the boats, the trawlers, mostly the boats that have been shifted to safer places, and these people with me, some of the fishermen are here. Let's talk to them what advisory they have been given and what they want to say. आप बताएंगे क्या बताया आपको?
अब हमको बताया क्या इधर हवा आने लगे तो सुरक्षित जगह पे जाने का है। हमको सब कलेक्टर स्वतः भैया आया, कलेक्टर जो और पुलिस बहुत आया।
कितना लोग रहता है इधर इस कोलीवाड़ा में?
15-16 हजार रहते थे।
बताओ इधर सामने आओ जरा, कितना लोग रहते हैं
कोलीवाड़ा में? कम से कम लोग इतना रहते हैं ना, देखो कम से कम 15-16 हजार ना।
बताओ कि यहाँ पे जो प्रशासन है उन्होंने क्या बताया आपको, कितने लोग आकर गए, क्या क्या किया?
उन्होंने क्या किया मालूम है? वो हमारा नगर अध्यक्ष है, कौन, प्रशांत शेठ। हाँ,
क्या किया यहाँ पर?
नहीं, वो खुद आया था, हमारे एरिया में खुद आया था वो। उन्होंने क्या बोला मालूम है? कि बोलते सब आदमी को सेफ रहना मांगता है।
So, Akshita, here you have heard that the fishermen over here, they are saying that the district administration as well as different agencies, they are taking enough measures, they are on their toes. And here the phrase goes that don't be in the eye of the storm. So this is the place, Alibag and adjoining areas. From here where I am standing, to my left around 20 kilometers is Gateway of India, and towards my right that is the Goa side. But from this place, as of now, the Nisarga storm is said to be around 250 kilometers in the Arabian Sea, moving at a speed of around 15 kilometers per hour. But the rotating speed, the way it is being moving, this speed is said to be around 100 to 120 kilometers, and that is devastating when it has the landfall over here.
Yes.
Not only Alibag, but the adjoining areas and other places which are weak, the constructions that are very loose, that might face devastation effect, and that is the reason all of the people who are staying in tin sheds, they are being advised, they are being taken to safer places. That is the way the
So those are some of the steps. Those are some of the steps the authorities are taking to ensure that there's minimum damage and loss of life. Pankaj and Mustafa, I request both of you to stay with us. Let's also listen into this exclusive conversation that we had with the NDRF chief S.N. Pradhan on their preparedness to deal with Cyclone Nisarga.
Our reporters on the ground are saying you've got several NDRF teams positioned right across the western coast. Last week you were on the east coast. This week it's the west. Give us a sense of how you see the situation at the moment. Is this a really worrisome situation even for those living in Mumbai today?
Rajdeep, the first principle for disaster response in a cyclone is you don't undermine the cyclone, don't underestimate the cyclone. But there is a comparative issue here. We are right now, as we speak, still engaged with the post-restoration activity in Cyclone Amphan in Kolkata and other districts, coastal districts. But we are at the same time, it's almost a simultaneous engagement now as we are engaging in the Arabian Sea coast, in the coastal districts of Gujarat and Maharashtra.
So it's both. So correct me if I'm wrong. All the way from Daman, Valsad, right the way to Mumbai, the entire Konkan coast as well as Gujarat's coast are both vulnerable at the moment, and you have NDRF teams spread right across the coastline, Mr. Pradhan?
Alibag is certainly going to be the landing point, which has been sustained as a prediction for the last almost 12 hours now. and I'm inclined to believe that that will be the case. The wake of it is about 80 kilometers. I would in fact add that adds up to about 200 kilometers. So we are looking even at Surat there, and the site Sindhudurg. So the entire coastline is in a way going to be impacted. But then, as I was saying, the comparison is favorable for the cyclone Nisarga, because Nisarga is not Amphan. It is not an extremely severe cyclone category. We are looking at what is called a severe cyclone category, and the wind speeds are in the range of 80-85 to 110, gusting to 120 max.
So the NDRF, they're saying that they're fully prepared to deal with Cyclone Nisarga. Let's take this across again to our reporters. Mustafa joining us live from the Gateway of India in Mumbai. Mustafa, last few days and last few weeks, really, we've been covering the COVID crisis in Mumbai. And Mumbai, by far, is the worst affected city in the country. Now, they're also having to brace for this particular cyclone. Does the authorities in Mumbai really, do they have enough manpower, resources to fight both coronavirus and a cyclone now?
Well, Akshata, for the reports we have seen since yesterday, all the agencies have done their best within 2 days of realizing that it can be a severe cyclone hitting Mumbai, one which has not been since the last century. As agencies have been doing the deployments, making all precautionary measures. The NDRF team, be it Mumbai Fire Brigade and the Western Naval Command in the nearby areas of Mumbai, everybody is on standby. Only after the cyclone makes a landfall, we'll know, as the NDRF chief had put it, that we can't underestimate it. But yes, we are waiting for it. Anytime the landfall can happen, and after that we'll be able to realize how much of the NDRF teams and other agencies on standby have to be used and in which areas. The only concern being that areas which are not used to the cyclone, prone to the cyclone, the damage can be done. The damage can be collateral. If you see in the city of Mumbai, trees are a major concern. Big trees falling in a city area, you either have cars, you may have people around it, and that can be a collateral damage of the cyclone, which can also be to some extent. So these are things we'll only get to know once the wind speed reaches its maximum and it comes to the coast of Mumbai. As far as we are concerned right now at Gateway of India, you'll see that the sea, there are rescue boats, and the wind speed at this point of time is not much, but as it's 8:30 a.m. When the IMD was saying that it will be reaching near the coast, and the wind speeds will be increasing. It's a big cyclone. Since last 12 hours, it's raining in Mumbai and other adjacent areas. You can imagine the wide area which this cyclone may have for its impact once it reaches the coastal area. Akshita, back to you.
Pankaj, what time are we expecting the cyclone to make landfall? We know that the eye of the storm essentially is going to come close to Alibag, which is why maximum preparations are on there. A lot of teams on standby there. What time are we expecting the cyclone to make landfall?
Akshita, as per the Met Department, as of now, the Nisarga cyclone is around 250 to around kilometers away in the Arabian Sea, moving at a speed of around 12 kilometers towards the land, and in the afternoon, by noon, it will have a landfall over here, and it will continue for next 2 hours. The gusty winds will continue, the heavy rain showers will continue for almost 2 hours, and that is the time precaution should be at its peak. And so the district administration and other agencies are announcing they have already taken the steps and moved almost 60,000 people to safer zones, to safer places. But apart from that, the locals over here, they are also saying that they are here because they were anxious to see the sea. As of now, it's the high tide time. This water level is rising. The waves that you can see, they are also impacting, but the waves are not that much. That will be during the landfall. As of now, the winds are also not that much. It is drizzling over here, but yes, after some time it will, the prediction is that the rains will also start heavily. But all are waiting for noon time around 12 to 3 or 4 o'clock, when the time is vulnerable. And not only Alibag, on both the side, 40 kilometers is the place where there can be vast type of devastation. Loose structures or tin sheds might fly, and so all of the people are advised to stay indoors. Now last 2 months we have been advised to stay indoors and stay safe. Now the people at the shore are being advised to stay away from the shore in the safer places so they can be safe.
Okay, and our prayers, of course, are with the people of Maharashtra at a time when they're dealing with their unprecedented coronavirus crisis. Now a cyclone also to add to their woes. Let's just hope there's minimum damage and no loss of life or property that's reported. For the moment, Mustafa and Pankaj, thank you very much for joining us, and do stay safe out there. It's not just Maharashtra, but also Gujarat, where Cyclone Nisarga's impact is expected to be felt. Even as the cyclone will be making landfall today, it's moving towards southern Gujarat and is expected to hit the coast near Daman. In southern Gujarat, the regions of Valsad, Navsari, Dang, Daman, Dadra, Nagar and Haveli, as well as Surat, all of these areas will receive heavy rainfall. Wind speed is likely to, in fact, be lower in coastal Gujarat. 16 NDRF teams have already been deployed in Gujarat. The Indian Coast Guard has issued warnings to fishermen. Several areas also have been evacuated. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday spoke to the Gujarat and the Maharashtra chief ministers regarding the cyclone situation and assured all possible support and assistance from the centre. Welcome back. Let's now round up for you the top 5 developments on the coronavirus outbreak in India. Delhi reported 1,298 cases on Tuesday, the highest single-day spike so far. Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal on Tuesday appointed 3 nodal officers for proper communication of data related to COVID-19 in the national capital. The officers will coordinate with different hospitals in Delhi. This as the AAP government has been in question over COVID death toll being reported. Information and Broadcast Minister Prakash Javadekar yesterday held a virtual meet with representatives of the film industry to discuss their demands for financial relief. With regard to the demand of opening up of cinema halls, Javadekar said that a decision will be taken after looking at the status of the COVID-19 pandemic in the month of June. 369 new coronavirus cases have been reported in Uttar Pradesh in the last 24 hours, taking the total cases in the state over the 8,000 mark. A maximum of 42 cases were reported in Noida in the last 24 hours, mounting the district total to 526. Agra is the worst hit with nearly 900 cases. Bengal reported 396 COVID-19 cases on Tuesday, the highest spike in a single day. Total cases in the state is now inching towards the 6,000 mark. Most of the patients infected are migrant workers and others who had returned from other parts of the country during the lockdown. Karnataka recorded its biggest single-day spike in COVID-19 cases on Tuesday. 388 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total cases above the 3,400 mark. Of the new cases on Tuesday, all except for 20 patients were people who had returned from Maharashtra. And after over 2 months of lockdown, normal life is finally returning to parts of Maharashtra, which has been the worst affected state from COVID-19. The first phase of Maharashtra's mission Begin Again has kick-started from 5 a.m. this morning, but not in Mumbai and other coastal areas of the state, as they are preparing to brace for Cyclone Nisarga. Now, the government has imposed Section 144 in all beaches in Mumbai. The police has also restricted movement of people. But in other parts of the state, the first phase has begun. The first phase of unlock. Outdoor activities like cycling and jogging is allowed, but all this will be allowed from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and night curfew will continue between 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. except for essential services. Services like plumbing, electrical services, pest control and technicians will all be allowed to resume activities. Social distancing norms, wearing masks is mandatory. All government offices have also reopened with 15% occupancy in the first phase of Maharashtra's Unlock 1.0 plan. These relaxations, however, will not be applied for containment zones. Another big development that we're tracking closely this morning is a meeting of the Union Cabinet that's scheduled to be held at the Prime Minister's residence at 11 a.m. this morning. This will be the second Cabinet meeting within 3 days. It's expected that more relief measures will be announced after the meet. And in the Cabinet meet held on Monday, the government took a slew of decisions to provide relief to the MSME sector, street vendors as well as farmers. The government revised the definition of the MSME sector to enhance investment limit. Proposal for provisioning of 20,000 crore rupees as subordinate debt to stressed MSMEs was also approved. A scheme to provide affordable loans to street vendors was launched. In a major relief to farmers, the government extended repayment dates for short-term loans for agriculture as well as allied activities.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.